All right, so key call-outs. So first off, the string trimmers. I know we had a ton of issues with those string trimmers. It was made clear to me last week. But so the string trimmers. So all the 225s that were dropped at my house, which I think was 3 of them, I did full tune-ups on them because I know they've been giving everybody issues. Like starting them's hard, they're running rough, they're shutting out. So anyway, I did full tune-up, spark plug, fuel filter, air filter. The carbs were absolutely filthy with gunk. So I took apart all the carbs, carb cleaned them all out. The other big thing, which I think was the main problem on these, why they weren't starting, on the carb, there's bolts. So I took those off. Then there's 2 final bolts holding it to the actual engine of it. They were like, on the ones that I couldn't get to start at all, they were real loose. Not real loose, but like considerably loose. Like you could feel the part where you hold where it's choked, you could feel it like wiggle a little bit. Those bolts were loose. So it was like a half a turn for each of them. There's 2. I think that was honestly the biggest problem because there was like air gap between the carb and the engine. And I think when there's that, it's just not going to start. Like I couldn't get them to start at all pretty much. But once I fixed all them, now don't do a cartwheel yet. It's not like I did all that and like I pulled those things one pull and they were like rearing. They're still not ideal, but I was able to get them all started without too much trouble. They all seemed fine when I was running them. The one, which is, it might be that one, ST4, it was the oldest one that we had. I noticed that one still, when it was running, if you weren't throttling, it would cut out. The other ones weren't doing that. That one might be just getting old. And the other thing I noticed, some of them, and I don't know if you guys are doing this, you know, you choke it, whatever. You got to play with it sometimes. You got to go half choke, whatever. You know that. But the one thing I noticed, when you put it off a choke and you still can't get it, pull the throttle for some gas and crank it, and then it fired right up. And that seemed to be the worst with the one that like idles out, you know. But anyway, the rest of them started. We did buy another string trimmer on Friday. So that's in here. I put it in that one. So this one has 3 trimmers, 2 25s, 2 225s, and a 2620. This one has 2 trimmers in there, and then that one. You can keep that in the bed for the day or whatever. Just when you're done, just throw it in there. There's just not a rack. So you'll have 3 and 3. So hopefully we'll be all right. I would say if they're still giving you issues, the 2620s, if they're giving you issues, drop in my house. I didn't tune it. I didn't touch any of those. Just the 225s. They seem to be the worst. But the 225s, if they're still giving you issues, I would probably drop them to Kyle. I already warned him I might be dropping some. Because if it's something else, I don't know. But again, I fired them all up. They seem okay. Run them, see what happens. Yeah. So anyway.
I'm pretty sure that there was one of them that was like leaking a little bit out of the gas tank.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like, it could have been this one, but I'm not sure. It was like leaking out of the top part. Like,
oh, really?
Turn it a certain way and it just started dripping.
Oh, really? Like maybe there's a hole in the tank, possibly? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's what
I didn't notice it on any of them. It could be one of the 2620s. If you see that, let me know. We can probably buy a new gas tank from Tanner's. And I think it's just a couple bolts, pop it on, run the lines into it. But yeah, let me know if you see that or whatever. And whenever anything gets busted or whatever, just let me know. Just let me know that day. Send me a text or email or whatever. I have a running list, so. Like I know that handle when it's on its last leg, and I see it's finally gone. So, but just text me when that actually happens, just so I can put it on my list. We could always, I was thinking, side note, the landscape truck's still at my uncle's. He said it should be done tonight. So if he's able to fix the tire issue, it'll be good to go. He may not be able to fix the tire issue. I may have to take it to a shop. If it's good to go, though, we could drop that, and he can probably fix that handle. Because I guess you can just roll the window down and open it, but it's kind of annoying. And I don't know if there's any other issues with that truck right now. I don't have any other things on my list for it. But if there is, and you think of something, let me know. I think the landscape.
Tire issue on the other
The slow leak.
Yeah, I thought you were getting new tires.
So he said, bring it to me first. There might be a sealing issue. I can just seal it. The tires they're not cheap. It's truck tires, you know.
I feel like the fronts are okay than backs though.
It's this one on the landscape truck, and then the front passenger is also slow leak. Not as bad as the back one.
Well, I didn't even mean the leaks. I meant like
the tread.
The tread.
Yeah, I'll have them check it out too. Yeah, if they're going, then I'll take them to the shop and get them on or whatever. But All right, so that's the string trimmer scenario. Mixed fuel. So what I would say is one other thing that I noticed in the air filters of the string trimmers, they seem really like red. Like maybe we're going a little bit heavier on the oil than we should, which actually doesn't make sense now that I'm thinking about it, because we've been going higher on gas.
Yeah, we go higher.
Yeah, well, here's what I'd say too. Something's not working, and I feel like you were saying that it might be something we're doing. So I know we've been going, when we gas up, if it's 2.5 mix, we go 2.6 on the gas. Let's just go to what the bottle calls for. 2.5, let's go 2.5, see how that runs. And I know the backpack blowers haven't been given any issues to my knowledge. They are a bigger engine though. They may just blow through whatever than these. Like this might be a little more finicky. We got to probably switch something, because for all of them to just be crapping out. Now there was a lot of issues with it, but even so, like they've been running kind of like rough for a bit. So let's try going to what the bottle calls for on mixed fuel. And DJ, I'm recording this for, we'll just have to let Drew know that next week when he comes back. I'll send him an email or whatever. One call out, looking for feedback. What do you guys think about gas, like a process, like, and I don't care, but I'm just asking for your opinion. When the mowing truck, for example, when you get in the morning and you're like smoked on gas, is that annoying to run to the gas station first? Would you prefer that the crew the day prior fills up? And keep in mind that may be you, like the day's over. Should you fill up before you come back? What's your feedback?
I always thought, like, because like I know like somebody would say something like, oh, there's like barely any gas in here, but I think realistically you might as well burn it until you're done, and because otherwise it's more trips.
Yeah.
No matter who's doing it, it's more trips.
Yeah.
So my thought is, unless every single can in there is full, there's no need to fill up for your guys the next day. Like, you know, I mean, unless it was like something weird and it was like a new guy just starting his own crew and you want to help him out or something, but like other than that, I think just run it until it's empty, and that'll get you the least amount of gas station stops. That's how I always thought.
Yeah, that's always how I've thought of it, and I agree. But I didn't know if Brandon had brought it up to me, like, you should have a process where you gas up at the end of the day. The one thing I said exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of waste, though. We're going to go more than we need to. He said, what if you just, if there's less than a 5 gallon and a 2.5 filled, if there's less than that, then gas up. So the guys are good the next day. Because he was saying that you're not going to make it through the day. I guess his point was, if I have less than that, then I start mowing, I'm going to have to break up my day and go gas up. And I might be like in a neighborhood. It might be inefficient to that point.
I know I haven't mowed a bunch, but that actually sounds like it makes good sense. It really sucks to not have what you need at the beginning of the day and stop in the middle of a groove to go get gas.
Yeah, yeah. I guess if you just
honestly,
catch
like,
that.
half the route, like the second half of the week, you drive right by that Wawa. It's like cake to grab gas right in the morning.
Yeah. I guess he,
And
like...
I mean, usually, like, most of us will look. And so,
Yeah.
like, if you have half a tank and only half a 5 and half a whatever,
Yeah.
then you'll just know, I'm going to need it anyway. I might as well get it and drive it.
So maybe
That's
to
what I
to your point, Gonzalez, and
You
you get it in the morning.
You know,
Like,
you're
I'm
gonna
sounds
be
like a
able to
common
get
sense
it
thing.
today.
Who's gonna get it?
Yeah.
Whether with you on the way back or just
Yeah.
after you drop it off.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the better call out is just check it. That way you're not in the middle of cobalt mowing and you're like, frick, dude, I'm out of gas, dude. That would suck.
That was-
Yeah, that's fine. Again, I don't care. I was just like, he brought it up. I'm like, maybe it's something I should bring up and we should talk about. And if there's a better way, because I don't know if there's frustration with that I wasn't aware of, but that's cool. Then we'll keep it. Like, I would say just check it in the morning.
Yeah.
And if you know you're low, then just know get it before you even get into a groove. Like, I gotta get the groove thing
If you're, like,
100%.
pretty much dead empty and you're on the way home and you don't mind, then go for it. Like, it's not a problem, but, like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't ever be like, oh, this dude only left me half a can.
yeah.
Just get it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. All right. And then call out for the mowing. A lot of this is mowing based, so I apologize for the guys doing landscaping. But we typically last couple weeks, Monday we've ran 3 crews, Wednesday we've run 3 crews. We're not going to have that capability this week with vacations and Brandon out and things of that sort. So just a call out that the mowing guys are probably going to have to step up a little bit, especially earlier in the week, because the weather looks like there's a chance of rain later in the week. Don't want to be caught with a ton of mows later in the week and we got rain like jacking us up. Take advantage of the good weather these couple days. Like, hence, if it's 2 o'clock, I know you have something on Wednesday, that's totally cool. But if it's like 2 o'clock and you're like, I would lean to doing bonuses. Because also we've just not running as many crews as we had from a mowing standpoint the last couple weeks. And I'll be kind of like MIA, so not that I do anything, but I'm just saying, like, you know, just keep that on the radar that, like, we probably, the mowing guys need to, like, dig deep a little bit or more than this week. Because we've gotten done earlier the past couple weeks with mowing. Some of the guys, some days, it hasn't really been a problem because we've been running 3 crews Monday, Wednesday. So anyway, just want to, like, put it out there. And I also think there'll be less skips this week than the last 2 weeks. Like I saw, we 15, 20 skips last weekend, week prior. I think there'll be minimal this week, so you'll have a couple more mows as well. Last couple things. So complimentary estimates, again, more for the mowing guys. We're getting to the slow season. The leads are very minimal. We're going to run out of work eventually for the landscaping guys. So if you're mowing and you see something small or minor, take a quick video. I'll send them a complimentary estimate. So just, it could be minor, like just trimming some bushes you see, weeding out a bed, maybe if they didn't get mulch and you know they're a regular mowing customer, just do a quick video if you have the minute. If you think like, they might go for this, and just send it to me and let me know who it is or whatever. Put a note on there or something.
The common one is like trees usually. Don't think to trim the branches, and sometimes in the yards it's like hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe just send them a picture and tell them.
Yeah, that's good.
Help for you.
Yeah,
Super easy.
even simple small things like that, we can even just throw on the mowing.
Yeah.
And it's like $50, and we just add it on to the mowing, just for something, for some more work. So if you see that, whatever. And then best of bucks, I texted you guys, but we're best of bucks. We're in the final round. So if you got a chance to get on there and vote, you can vote every day. I got 3 emails. I'm voting every day, three a day till the 28th we got. So there's some big companies on there, like Gasper's on there. So I don't know if we got a shot or not, but we'll give it a shot. All the companies are kind of bigger,
How
but
do you even find it? Because I clicked the link and then like I couldn't get to like where you vote. Yeah.
It's right at the bottom of the page. You scroll down. It just says vote here.
Yeah, but there's like 8 million like.
So I put the instructions there. So you go to services. There's a million categories, but you go to services and scroll through services, and there's lawn care in there.
Lawn care is what it's called?
It's lawn care / landscaping, or landscaping / lawn care, something like that. And then you'll see us in there. You just hit vote. So yeah, if you can, try to vote for that. And then, like I said, I'll be out tomorrow with limited contact. I mean, I'll kind of be around, but if you need something, that's, especially if it's urgent, I know you guys hit these guys up, but Matt and DJ is your best bet for hitting them up for stuff. So, and that's it. And we got one new review.